Your AI pilot didn't fail randomly. It failed for one of 6 very specific reasons. And after watching so many of these projects die, I can actually guess which one it is before you even give me the details. 6 reasons, that's basically the whole list, so let's find out yours. Here's what nobody tells you. Whenever an AI project dies, it doesn't get a funeral. There's no post-mortem, no one stands up and says, here's why it failed. It just goes quiet. The pilot ends, the budget's gone, and everyone quietly agrees to not mention it, which means the company learns nothing and it makes the exact same mistakes as it did last time all over again. So today I'm doing the post-mortem, nobody scheduled. 6 reasons, each one fixable. Let's go. This matters most in 2026 specifically because the failure rate hasn't moved even though the spending has. A huge share of AI pilots never reach the production stage. Most surveys put majority of the experiments in the never scaled column. Meanwhile, budgets keep climbing. So the gap isn't getting smaller by throwing money at it, it's getting more expensive. The companies pulling ahead aren't the ones that are spending the most, they're the ones that are stopped repeating these 6. I run an AI consultancy and I get called in more after the pilot stalls than before it starts. So this list isn't theory, it's the autopsy report. Reason 1, nobody owned it. It was a committee or it was an innovation team or it was a side project of whoever was least busy. Here's the rule, a project owned by everyone is owned by no one. The pilots that ship have one name attached, one person with budget authority, and a deadline. If you can't name a single human who would lose sleep if this failed, then that's probably your reason. Reason 2, the scope was a vibe, not a workflow. Let's use AI to improve customer experience. Let's build an AI agent. These are graveyard sentences. They sound ambiguous and they're impossible to finish because there's no finish line. The survivors scope one workflow with a binary test. Cut first response time on support tickets from 4 hours to under 10 minutes. Done or not done? That's a project. The rest is a wish. Reason 3, you never defined what working meant. No baseline, no target, no number. So when budget season came and somebody asked, did it work? Nobody can answer. And a project you can't defend with a number is the first to get cut. It's like going to the gym for 6 months with no scale, no mirror, no measurements, and then you're surprised why you can't prove progress. Reason 4, there was no human being early in the loop, so one bad output killed it. The team let the AI run unsupervised from day 1. It produced one embarrassing output in front of a customer or an exec. Trust was then evaporated. Project dead. The winners keep a human being in the loop for the first 60 to 90 days. Not forever, just long enough to build trust. They earn autonomy, they don't assume it. Reason 5, you picked one glamorous use case instead of a painful one. Everyone wants the fancy customer-facing AI, but the best first project is boring, repetitive, internal, and low risk. Because if it breaks, no customer sees it, and the ROI is obvious. Glamorous first projects fail loudly. Boring first projects build the track record that then allows you to have the glamorous ones later. Reason 6 is it never left the sandbox. The demo worked beautifully in a test environment on clean sample data connected to nothing, but it never touched the real tools, the real inbox, the real CRM, the real messy data. A demo that isn't integrated isn't a pilot, it's a magic trick. And magic tricks don't survive a real Tuesday. Let me make 2 real anonymized example use cases. A firm ran an AI assistant for the whole company. No owner, no metric, infinite scope. That's reasons 1, 2, and 3 all at once. It died in 4 months. Another team scoped it to auto tag, auto draft replies for one specific support queue. A human then approves, and then they target a 10-minute response time. One owner, one workflow, one scope. A number, a human in the loop, integrated into a real inbox. That one is still running, and it expanded into 3 more queues. Same company, same size, same budget. The only difference was the 6. 2 meta mistakes that cause all 6. 1, starting with the technology instead of the workflow. You don't have an AI problem, you have a process problem that AI might solve. Start there. 2, treating the pilot as a science experiment instead of a product. A pilot's job isn't to be interesting. Its job is to ship something small to earn the right to expand into more. So right now, Audit your project against the 6. 1. Can you name the owner? 2. Is the scope 1 workflow with a yes or no test? 3. Is there a number? 4. Is a human approving outputs early on? 5. Did you pick something boring and high volume? 6. Is it wired into your real tools? Every no is a reason, and every reason has a fix. Zoom out. None of these 6 are about AI. No owner, management. Vague scope, management. No metric, management. The technology was almost never the problem, which is great news. It means you don't need a bigger model or a data science team to fix it. You need to run the next one like a real project. If you watch that and quietly recognize your reason, I'll diagnose it with you properly. I do a free 45-minute AI audit. We find your reason and we find one thing to fix first. No pitch. The link is in the description. Bring your stalled project. AI projects don't fail because the future arrived fast. They fail for 6 very ordinary, very human responses. Fix the reason, not the model, and the next one will ship.